What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we are going to build our team to try and win the RUDY card. Because of the new SBCs that are out as well, I managed to sell some of my Al Ittihad players for a relatively decent price, putting my coin total back up to quite nice. I've obviously got a lot of investments in the club. You might have seen them, you might have not. If people are like not up to date with what's going on, just let me know in the comment sections in the description below, dudes, in the comment section below, and we'll do like a club tour and I'll let you know exactly where all my coins are gone and so on and so forth. However, for today, the first thing we're going to be doing is building a team for this knockout tournament. So you have to have a maximum of 8 goal players in your starting 11 and subs for this RUDY or RUDY team of the season card. Looks pretty good, looks simple enough. Of course, for me, the ones that I want to have as my silvers are probably going to be, but not definitely going to be, let me put this guy on here. I don't want to not use Heung-min Son, and that could potentially be a problem for me. Norgard will put on the bench. I've got some better silvers for the bench. We'll just keep it like this for now. And I think Bellerin is going to be out, and Dele Alli is going to be out. So he's going to... No, actually, Dele Alli can stay for now, and he can go. So what we're going to have is for our first non-golds, because obviously we need 2 non-gold cards, we are going to have Housawi as our centre-back, and then at right-back we're going to have Al-Sharani, I believe it is. Al-Sharani is going to be our right-back. So Housawi will only get 8 chemistry, which is why I'm not sure if this is going to be my trio or my duo for defence, because what I could do is use Norgard like I did before, use that right back like I did before, and then use Jorgensen the centre back, and they all get perfect chemistry between them then. And what I've got right now as well is an opportunity to make decent money on Housawi. He's going for 30k, and you can imagine that his price is going to go up towards the weekend league because he's an incredible player. And for the daily knockout, you could, like, if you're good at FIFA, you could get away without using him. But for the weekend league, you're going to need top quality players. So there's only a few of him on the market anyway. Yep, none are found, okay. There's only a few of them on the market anyway, so I might use him now for one run. If we win the tournament, great, I'll sell him on, and if we don't, I might sell him on anyway and try something new. Then the other person that I wanted in my team was going to be Schnatter. I'm told his name is pronounced by a German in the comment section, so we throw him in there, and then everybody else here gets perfect chem, except for Dele Alli. Now, I don't have to play Dele Alli there. I could play Eden Hazard there, which obviously would give Lukaku much better chemistry. We could play... That doesn't work. That doesn't work. What was I looking... What did I have before? I think I had Chris Smalling here. If I put Chris Smalling in instead of Ogbonna, I would prefer to use Ogbonna personally, but I don't mind using Smalling just off the back of the fact that it will give better chemistry to everyone, the goalkeeper and so on and so forth. So Smaldini then gets perfect chem, and we're only missing chem on Dele Alli. Now the initial thought was to play... Who is it to play here? Somebody else on 8 chemistry, basically. Oh, that would actually give... Yeah, no, it was to play... what's his... I can't remember his name. Al Sommer. That was the initial thought. If we put Al Sommer here... Now, Al Sommer will only get 8 chemistry, but he will actually give chemistry to the basically to the defender to get me perfect chem in defence. He will be the only one that's off chem, and then my 2 wingers will be off chem. Now, for me to get my wingers on chem perfectly, obviously I need to get 2 left wing to left forward cards. I don't want to do that because they're expensive. They're like 3,000 coins each. So I might have to think, I might have to come up with something a bit different here to get... See, I don't want too many players off chem. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? So let's go for our silvers, because I obviously want my my silver team of the season cards that we purchased for the bench, just because they're better, of course, than the bronzes. For the weekend league, though, I'm very tempted to use a completely different team. I'll show something similar to what I used in another video that we might build for a weekend league team. But we have got like this Zahid card is a good. I've basically got a real good bench here, a real good subs bench for the weekend league. What I might do to preserve myself from having to use, basically to save myself money, I might risk wasting a couple of subs. If I put Schnatterer on the bench here, and then put a bronze Premier League right mid in, Schnatterer will come. I think actually Schnatterer was already on 5 chemistry, wasn't he? What's Hazard on? See, Hazard is the problem. Yeah, I think this will be beneficial. Now, if you guys know how chemistry works, you're like good for you. You're in a like a truly good situation. But what I'm gonna do here isn't necessarily gonna be. Do I not have a bronze? Damn it. Do I have a bronze right mid? Preferably like. Well, actually, it doesn't even need to link to Chan. Actually, preferably, I would like it to link to Chan so that I can get the 100 team chemistry, which is quite important. But I just don't have anyone there. What do I do here, dudes? What do I do? Because the idea would be... Well, can I start with a gold here? No, I can't. The idea would be to play with Hazard on perfect chem, and then we can switch him and bring Schnatterer in on 10 chem. Sorry, on 5 chem, but in a 100 chem team. Oh, I would get a 100 chem anyway with just a random bronze. So let me just get a random bronze here, just just anyone really. Doesn't even make any difference. Just as long as they're a right mid, doesn't even have to be a right mid. Can be anyone. Can be this dude, because it doesn't make any difference. Because the guy's going to get subbed in at 5 chem. Plus the team chemistry, and the team chemistry is actually going to be 100 because we're going to convert our Sommer down to a centre mid. So it's actually going to work out all right, dudes. Tell me I've got a striker to centre forward. That would be super helpful. I see I've got a centre forward to Cam there. Striker to centre forward, perfect. So that's part 1 done. Now I've got a centre forward to Cam that I saw there, boom. And I've got a Cam to a centre mid. So Al Sommer is going to be on 7, maybe 8 chemistry. It depends what the rest of my team is on. So Hazard is only going to be on 9 chem. No, he's on 10 chem as well to get strong with your man there. I think this might be my team. Obviously, I don't need to use Firmino and Chan, but I'm going to. This is going to be my team, I think. What have we got for an injury here? Don't be a foot. God damn it. I've got a lot of foot injury cards, but I don't want to use them. I would rather play a different left back for a game. Just Premier League left back. Who have we got? I've got the other Alonso, but I can't use him. I actually don't think I have many other players. I'm going to use Cresswell for a game, just for one game, just because I kind of have to. So this is my starting lineup, guys, and then the goalkeeper's going to get subbed off for Schnatterer. Maybe even not, actually. I might bring someone like Angel on just for the extra pace as a winger. Because I don't want to have to go and buy a Hunter card for Schnatterer. He has got a 4-star. No, I am. I'm going to go and get a Hunter card for Schnatterer. That's going to be 5k that's going to cost me. That might be a bit too... No, we're going to bring Zahid on. We're going to bring Zahid on up at that right forward slot. And this is what the team is going to look like in game. Boom, like that, okay? So, to get us 100 team chem, which is actually important, we are going to need to... wonder if I've got a German from the Saudi league. Is there any German... Are there any German players at all from the Saudi league? Doesn't seem reasonable that there would be. But you never know. Germany... Because if there is, we might actually be able to get full chem on everyone. Concept players. There are no Germans from the Saudi league. That's a shame because I could have got... Because Lukaku gets max chem anyway. It's Chan that misses out on a link. Chan only gets 2, so the Premier League link is necessary. So, for the first game, this is going to be my team. And then it's going to be... Actually, you know what I'm going to do for the first game? If I'm using like a bugged out winger anyway, let me put Dele Alli in instead of Roberto Firmino. Let me swap them two around. Let me put just a random silver left back that I have in the Premier League anyway, because if I'm going to be using Cresswell, I might as well use Ake and have my first game with Son up front. In fact, I might even just use this as my team. If I go and get a shadow card or an anchor card for Ake, I might just use them on basic to begin with and see how we go. If we're getting like shafted in the tournament, then I might think about changing it. But these two dudes are great. Like this guy is good. He's as good as a gold. If you remember, what was his name from last year? Can't remember his name. The German guy, Diekmeyer. He was a silver that pros used all the way through the year because he was good. And your main man here at centre back is good. Now the only person off chem in this whole team is Son on 7 chem and Al Sommer on 7 chem, and I actually think I prefer this as a set. And so Alonso might just miss out. I didn't want to miss out Son on this weekend league coming, so I think this is going to be the team that I'm going to play with, guys. We've already got alright chemistry, alright fitness. Let me put fitness on Smalling and the other dudes. So put Smalling and the other two, the two silvers that I've got. This team might backfire. I think two of my silvers are, in my opinion, gold standard. Al Sharani and Sahawi. Have I said that right? Tell me if I've said that right. Housawi. Al Sharani and Housawi are gold standard. So I don't mind that at all. And Ake is not necessarily gold standard, but he's not too far off. I think a shadow card would be great for him, but they're 5,000 coins right now. So if I can win it without having to give him a shadow card, I will. If I'm having problems, I'll bring Alonso back in at left back. I'll get rid of Son. I'll start the bronze goalkeeper, and then I'll sub in one of the silver dudes straight away to get a better player up in that spot. Other than that, this, guys, is my team. I'll be upset if I can't win it in, I'd say, 3 attempts. I give myself 3 attempts. If I can't win it in 3 attempts, I'm going to be quite upset. Now, I don't have 10 chem on Housawi yet, so I do want a Saudi manager. I want a Korean Saudi League manager. That's what I want. Do I have a Korean manager? Probably not. No Korean manager there. I have a Saudi manager. This will help, like, generally anyway. This will get Al Sommer up to 8 chemistry. Oh no, maybe not. Oh no, because it's the Saudi, not the Saudi League. So I need a Saudi League manager from Korea. That's what I need. So I need to go and get that. I should have enough coins for that. I'll be very, very upset again if I don't have, if it's going to cost me more than 10,000 coins. So we need, first of all, we need a Korean manager. So manager from Korea. Let's go this way. Is it not Republic of Korea? No, thinking of something completely different. Korea. No, I'm not thinking of something different. It is Republic, like Korea Republic, just the wrong way. So there are Korean managers, which are probably all from the Korean League. They are. So I'll take one at 200 coins, and then I just need to go and find a Saudi League to put onto the Korean manager, which will then give everybody the maximum chemistry that they can get, which will be great. It's not everyone will be on 10 chemistry, but everyone will be on the maximum chemistry. So then we want manager league, and I only want to pay 200 coins for this. No, I don't want to do that. Most of the manager leagues, even the major manager leagues, are only 200 coins. So we need the oh, look at that, Saudi one right there. So we need this. Boom. Could have got that for 150 coins, but for 50 coins, I think my 26 seconds is more important. So a Korean manager from the Saudi League, that is everybody on either 10 chemistry, 7 chemistry for Son, or 8 chemistry for Al Sommer. And I can't possibly get better chemistry than this without changing the entire setup of the team, I think. So let's have a look at where we're at. So yeah, 10's all round in the defence. 10's, Hazard is on 9 because he's not a left mid. If I actually put Costa here instead of Chan, Hazard will go up to 10. I might just play Costa. I might play Costa just for the sake of. I'll test it. I think yeah. So Hazard goes up to 10 chem. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. But hey, that's not bad. 5 player of the month cards in there. An SBC, a team of the season, couple of silvers. And this, guys, this will be not really defensive midfielder in there. Dele Alli being the only one that's even semi-close, but this will be the team. I need to put a chem style on Al Sommer. I might go for a catalyst on him. What do we reckon? Is dribbling, physical, and shooting are great. I don't want defensive. Powerhouse seems unreasonable. Shooting and don't even need shooting and passing. Don't really need dribbling. Don't really need pace for a centre midfielder either. He's actually got a lot of pace. Don't really want defending at all. Let's go for more physical and more passing. Let's just boost those up. There you go. So 89 shooting and 84 dribbling. He's only got 8 chem anyway. That is going to be the team, guys. Let's get in to the action. So guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first thing I want to talk about, this guy's got a 70 chem, 75 rated team. The first thing I want to talk about is how I did in Foot Champs this weekend. I completely forgot at the start of the video to keep you guys up to date. Some of you that watch me stream would know. I stopped recording my video footage for Foot Champs on 12 and 1, I think no, 12 and 2, 14 and 2, 14 and 2. We were 14 and 2. So last episode you saw gameplay up to 14 and 2. Whilst I was streaming, I wasn't really going to play much past that, right? I was going to play probably to 18 wins and then just call it a day. And whilst I was streaming FIFA, I built a main team. I didn't play with like obscure players or anything until later on in the day. I just started playing, and I said, as I said to you guys, as I said to the stream, I said, guys, I'm just going to play until I don't want to play anymore. And if we get to a certain level, then okay, I'll force myself to the next tier. And I went from 14 and 2 all the way up to 21 and 2. So I got to silver 1 before even losing another game. I'd then kind of like been convinced by the stream to go to gold 1 because I had so many games left. I was 21 and 2. And I was enjoying playing FIFA, and it was a situation where I was like, okay, look, I'm so close to gold 1 now that actually the difference between gold 2 and gold 1 is huge. And I still had 17 games to go. So it was never a situation where I wouldn't get to gold 1. So I ended up playing 2 more games in a row after that, and I lost them both. And I got way tilted at FIFA. And then after that, I went on another 4-game win streak. So I finished my weekend league, guys, 25 and 4. Which is actually one of the best weekend leagues I've had in a while. And the reason why this is important is because I say to you guys quite often, my limit seems to be mentally 10 games a day, which means over the course of a weekend, 30 games for me is like a really good set of games for me to be able to give my best in every game. And that's exactly what I feel like I did this weekend. You know, 29 games played, 25 games won. If we had one more day, I most probably would have gone on to get Elite 1 for the second time ever. But by the time I finished my 29 games, it was already like 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I didn't have it in me to go on. I could have gone on to Elite 3 for sure. But it was a situation of it's either gold 1 or elite 1. I don't want to follow anywhere in between because I actually think 2 100k packs is far more important during team of the season than the team of the week pack. So we got to 25 and 4, which I was so happy with. Not less because I got to gold 1 with pretty much without even trying, but actually because I did it using really, really fun teams. We had a bronze player in the team for a lot of the times. We had lots of silvers pop up in the team. We had a lot of the new team of the season most consistent players pop up into the team. And generally speaking, I thoroughly enjoyed playing FIFA this weekend in Foot Champs and still made it to gold 1. So for that, I am really happy. I now got gold 3 and gold 1 in 2 weeks where I'm not even caring about Foot Champs. I can live with that because next weekend or this weekend coming, whatever I get will be whatever I get. But then the 4th weekend, if I'm able to achieve Elite 3 for the month, I will force myself there. If not, I'll just play casually again. It depends how next week goes, but I might still be able to get Elite for the month when genuinely not even trying. Now, got a couple of really good comments from the comment section, guys. Owen Harahan, apologies if I butchered that name, says, are you going to do the new Mbappe or Cavani? You could use him with SBC Lacazette. Keep up the good work. No, I'm not. The player of the month Mbappe and the player of the year Mbappe and the player of the year Cavani, I'm not going to do. I've learnt my lesson on doing SBCs that will essentially just sit in my club and gather dust, right? And don't get me wrong, that Mbappe lock-in card, I'm happy to not do him because I've got better cards in my club already that better suit me and fit teams that I play with. For example, the Heung-min Son. The Cavani, however, my word, does that card look good. If I hadn't done a couple of the other cards across the year and I had a few more coins and I didn't have my coins in my investments and stuff, I might have considered doing him, because he's 300,000 coins if you've got nothing in your club. You get 110,000 coins back, and I've got a lot of stuff in my club that would be able to easily complete that. What I will do though, guys, is for the Mbappe one, I will trade my team of the group stage untradeable Mbappe for the mega pack. So that'll be another pack in the store. I don't even use that team of the knockout stage Mbappe anyway. He's an 84 rated untradeable for me that just sits in my club doing nothing. So I will trade him in and just complete that, because it will be essentially at no cost to me for a free 35k pack, which is great. But yeah, the Cavani dudes is just as good as the card looks. Much like Kante and Dele Alli, I think Cavani's team of the season will be higher rated. I think it will be cheaper and it will be tradable. And the fact that Cavani's player of the year is 95 rated, above all the other things that we discussed in relation to Kante and Dele Alli's team of the season, I am now absolutely certain that Dele Alli and N'Golo Kante will have higher rated team of the season cards than their player of the year cards, because there is no way on earth we'll have a 95 player of the year Cavani and a 90 team of the season Dele Alli and a 91 team of the season N'Golo Kante when they've also been their player of the year. EA just can't do that. They won't do that. They will make sure that they are tradable, they are high rated. You can see again by the fact that this 95 Cavani is there. He's got 91 in form right now, so they could have done a 92 player of the year Cavani. Saying that, they could do a 92 team of the season Cavani, and I could just be wrong. But I'm very confident that all of these player of the year cards will have high rated team of the season cards. That's my belief, my opinion. Could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not. By the way, guys, you can see the shine on my face. I sweat in here, man. This is going to be my first summer in this house, and I know we're only in we're in May, but the weather generally is heating up, and it gets so damn hot in this house. I need to figure something out. One of the main reasons that I moved from the house that I was in was because, or not one of the main reasons, but one of the reasons that was a big factor to me moving as quick as possible was that the office that I had before, it was just swelteringly hot, and it's the same here. So I need to figure that out. I need to do something with that. So that was the first comment. So no, I'm not going to do Cavani Player of the Year and Mbappe Player of the Year. Joel Young came up with a great idea and said this. He said, Nep, just an idea. So you think for the Alex Hunter idea, you was talking about that they should do something like a community challenge, for example, score a certain amount of goals with your Hunter over a few weeks or days, or the community has to reach a set goal value for your Hunter to get boosted. And that's brilliant. You remember last year they did that thing where it was like wins. The more wins we got, the better packs we got unlocked as a community. They did a few community challenges last year. They also had the community challenge tournament where the more you won it, the better prize you get. Imagine that. Imagine if they had a situation where it's like, okay, Alex Hunter is currently 75 rated. If you get an accumulative of 10,000 goals with Hunter, we'll bump him up to a 76. 100,000 goals, a 77. 150,000 goals, 78. And the more you go, the more he gets bumped up. How amazing would that be? That would be amazing. It would be genuinely amazing. You'd see people in Foot Champs with just Alex Hunters all over the place. It would be great. I think that would be like a genuine, amazing addition to our game and to our community. And I might actually tweet that one to EA and just leave it there. And just be like, hey guys, imagine if you did something like a community challenge for Hunter that boosted his rating on goals scored. And I know that they can track the goals scored as well, because when they did footies, for example, they took the top scorers and stuff like that. I know they can track that. And when they did the MLS All-Stars, they did one player was in the MLS based on how many goals were scored from him in FIFA. So they can actually get that information. They can track those stats. Why we can't have more stats, I don't know. But EA can actually offer us and track more stats. So there's definitely a possibility to have in the game. Most definitely. Painsy says, hey Nep, I got my first GCSE exam tomorrow, and I just want to know if the results of the exams really do hang over and affect you for the rest of your life, or if it is just a thing used to push students. I'm under increased pressure by my parents and teachers as I have the potential to get straight A's, and the pressure of not achieving that is getting to me slightly, as I do not wish to disappoint. I do not know if any other people are in the exact same boat as me with the pressure of others getting to you. Thank you for an amazing series this year. Big fan. Keep up the amazing work. it's quite simply, dude, the answer to your question, in short, is no. They don't affect you massively. But that is not always the case. It delves into a lot more of a lot of things. First things first, when I was growing up, I was one of the brighter students in my classes. You know, growing up in New Addington, that wasn't difficult. But I was one of the smarter kids in the class. I wasn't the smartest kid in the class. This girl called Lindsay, she was the smartest kid in the class. She honestly, I might Google her to find out what she's doing, because if she's not a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist, something went very, very wrong with her life. Because she was very, very intelligent. But when I was growing up, as I say, I was quite intelligent in school. Coursework I nailed all the time. Exams, I cannot deal with exams. I know the information here, but when I'm sitting with an exam paper in front of me, my mind just goes blank, and I can't bring the information to the forefront of my mind to put it down onto the piece of paper. And so I think because of that, exams are just really annoying, really frustrating because of that. Because again, it's in many ways, this is going to be the craziest like simulation. It's similar to foot champs in the sense that it's not your ability that is winning or losing, it's the pressure of the situation that is getting to you. And I lose games in foot champs because I can't handle the pressure, even though I've got the ability. Now, pressure in some real world situations is very much needed. Like if you're in a high pressure job and results come based on pressure, it's going to be important in that area. But there are different ways to teach people to handle pressure other than throwing them in a room with a whole bunch of other kids and saying you've got an hour to complete this exam, otherwise your life is over. So in that sense, dude, I resonate with you. I feel for you and anyone else that's out there that just cannot sit in an exam room and feel comfortable and do what they feel like they can do and have the potential to do. In terms of whether or not your GCSE results will affect you, what the situation is you need the GCSE results to get into college, and then you need the college results to get into university, and then you need to pass at university to get a degree to go into a job field that you're going to probably hate by the time you actually get to the point where you're in that job field, and that you're going to be vying for and fighting for with tens if not hundreds of thousands of other people to get the job. And because of that, this world is crumbling in that sense. There's obviously a lot of specialist fields that do need people like doctors and such. Like there's a lot of areas of underemployment at the highest level in our country. But there's a lot of like marketing, for example. There's 1,000,000,001 marketers. Like we don't need more marketers. So if you're doing marketing at university and you come out at the other end of it, you probably won't get a job. You're probably going to have to. I actually read something on IMGA the other day, and it was a post that was titled "Here's How I Ruined a Family's Graduation Dinner," and the post basically reads, he's a server at like a Wendy's or something, or a TGI Fridays or something like that, and he went up to the table and he was like, "Oh, what are you celebrating?" And their daughter just got a degree in whatever it was that she got a degree in, and he said, "Oh, that's awesome. I also got that a couple of years ago." And their faces drop because he's got a degree in that field and he's working at a TGI Fridays. Now, there's nothing wrong with working at a TGI Fridays or something like that, because you've got to make ends meet, you've got to make money. Everyone needs to live and you need money to live, and so you need a job. And if you can't get the job for what you want, you have to sacrifice and go for a different job. But the bulk of the story is people that are forced to pick a career path at such a young age when they don't even really know what they want to do, end up not doing the thing that they go and educate themselves for their whole life. And most people will end up not ever using or needing their GCSEs in any way, shape or form. The way the world works in today's era is genuinely not only about, but more about who you know, not what you know, and how you can adapt in situations. You know, my girlfriend's little sister, she works at a big pharmaceutical company or not pharmaceutical, like makeup and stuff like that. It's like for L'Oreal or those sort of companies. And she's moved up the ladder way loads. And she went to college and university for that, so she's actually done what she's done. But my girlfriend herself has a degree in marketing and doesn't use it, and never used it really. She ran shops when she was younger in her family business, which it did have some importance in, but she never actually went into her field specifically and worked up that ladder to get to the top. So like, in general, it is a situation of, are they going to be like the end of your life? No. I didn't get the greatest GCSEs in life, again, because I can't take exams. My coursework is what ended up carrying me. I got a couple A's in just subjects that I really excelled at, couple B's, and a lot of C's. So I didn't even particularly get fantastic results. But what you'll figure out quite quickly is that companies don't look certain companies. It's so hard to like generalize, because there's so much like ifs and buts and maybes, and there's like so many variables, but a lot of companies don't care about your academic results. Most companies now, actually, they want to breed people through their company to their own rules. So they'd rather take an intern at a level where they have no experience, so they can literally mold them into something they specifically want. And you know how that intern gets that job with no qualifications or minor qualifications? Is because they know somebody else that works in the job. You know, Susie's son, he's just got out of college, he's got nothing going on. Can he come and work for you? Yeah, sure, bring him on, we'll give him 3 months, we'll see how he goes. Oh, it turns out he's got really good work ethics, he's polite, he's fun to be around. We're going to take this guy on, we're going to give him a career. And bang, Julie's son all of a sudden has gone from a no one to having a career. You might be that guy, you might be the guy that comes out of university with all the degrees under the sun and just cannot get a job. Like, honestly, in general, dude, generally speaking, I'd say, don't worry too much. If you are a bright, smart person, you will make it in this world regardless. If your grades aren't up to scratch, but you've got the drive to want to educate yourself and better yourself and improve the companies and the people that you work for, they will see that in you and you will still go far. That's not to say that you should take GCSEs and school lightly. I think people should still definitely focus on educating themselves. There is nothing better in this world than an education, not for the purposes of earning money or getting a job, but just because it's important for you as a human to learn as much as you can so that you're prepared in any situation that life throws at you. And so for that reason, I'd say you take school as seriously as you can and learn as best as you can. But I wouldn't sit there thinking that your life is over if you don't get the best results in GCSEs. With that being said, dudes, I wish all of you that have got GCSEs this week and next week the best of luck. I hope you all get what you're hoping for so that you can lead miserable lives in college and university. We do end up getting ourselves the team of the season RUDY card, dudes. It was a fun set of tournaments to have. I end up having to play the final twice. I lost in the first final, as you would have seen. But this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.